I don't know whether Cameroon is still a country. After listening to the Minister of Justice yesterday at the National Assembly, I cry on behalf of the people of Cameroon, including myself. The judiciary is the conscience of the common people, the poor people. But in Cameroon, the judiciary is being used by the executive to trample, to take the little from the common people. And it is being used by the executive as a weapon to remain in power. Yesterday at the National Assembly, the Minister of Justice, Roland Isso, was being interviewed, and he reviewed to the people of Cameroon that all the courts in Cameroon are corrupt. That out of the 1,784 sitting magistrates in Cameroon, more than 850 have cases filed against them for corruption, embezzlement, cheating, injustice. And then throughout this period, they are unable to sanction them because the highest judicial council has not been sitting for more than 5 years today, because President Paul Biya is unable to sit up and talk. So this is Cameroon for us. So if you are just joining TFA Talking Point, just do us a favor. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms. And then drop your own comment. Because TFA Talking Point is all about proposing lasting solutions to societal problems or problems plaguing our home country, Cameroon. We are using Cameroon as a case study because all the problems we are having in the whole world, they are all found in Cameroon. And that is what I asked the question, whether Cameroon is a country. Yesterday, the Minister of Justice was before the National Assembly. And then he made mention whether it is God fighting on the people, on behalf of the people of Cameroon, because he made mention of things that he was not supposed to. He talked about the executive has been influencing and intimidating magistrates. And that is why many of them are corrupt. Who are the executive? Him, the minister, the prime minister, the presidency, all the ministers, the governors, the divisional officers, the senior divisional officers. These are the executive. They have been influencing the judiciary and especially the magistrate. And then through all these things, you can imagine how many innocent Cameroonians are in prison because of the corrupt attitude of this magistrate. These are magistrates, not state councils. State councils are there. They have the right to sentence somebody to prison without contacting or having any discussion with the magistrate. Just imagine how many millions of Cameroonians are perishing in prison ignorantly because of the wickedness and the corruption of the judiciary. What can we do, Cameroonians? That is the place where TFA Talking Point is so much interested. What can we do? There is something we can do. First thing is positive mentality. Positive mentality is the only thing. When we developed positive mentality, we are going to stand against our government in a very positive way and take them out. I told you people that President Paul Biya is a problem. But the entire problem, the problem to eradicate the problem in Cameroon is to take out the CPDM. How can we do it? I say vote for someone with a vision to take over Cameroon and everything will be okay. When you go to court, you have the right in court for your a court session to be video and recorded. It is written in our constitution, in our penal code. You have the right to do that. But in Cameroon, when you want to enter the court, they intimidate you, they ask you a lot of questions. So we have to expose little corruption coming from magistrate. And we also have to stay away from corruption and bribery. Because in most cases, we are the one. If you have a brother who is a magistrate, you just believe that you can do and undo. So you have to change that mentality. You have to change that mentality. Fight for justice. If you know that you are wrong, accept and pay for your crime. Do not take advantage of your relatives who are magistrates. Do not take advantage of your relatives who are a state council in order to put an innocent person in prison. Do not do that. If you do not give, I will not take. This is a point that I wrote in my book titled Positive Mentality for the Cameroon we want. If you do not give, I will not take. In most cases, we are the one approaching them because we are afraid to go to prison, but we wish another person to go to prison innocently. This is the mentality that I'm talking about. So we have to stand up. If we were like the people of Kenya, with this particular statement coming from the Minister of Justice, all of us could have been on the street to fight against this, because so that they will release our innocent brothers who are dead. But we cannot do it because they have our brothers there in the names of police, the Yandans, and the military to come after us. And they in Cameroon don't come to negotiate or to pour tear gas. They come to shoot and kill. And this is their mission. They are coming to arrest us and put in prison. There are people in prison in Cameroon who were arrested because of protests alone in Cameroon, within Cameroon. And they have been in prison for 10 years. With that, have never been taken to court. Meaning indirectly the government has sentenced them life imprisonment. It is terrible. And we need to change our mentality positively. We need to change our mentality positively. If we want Cameroon to stand, judiciary is the conscience of the society. And if they are corrupt, the society will obviously be corrupt. And we have to end this in Cameroon. Struggle by all possible means to record any court case that is going on that involves you. Struggle by all possible means to record any conversation with the magistrate. Struggle by all possible means to post on social media any kind of injustice. And we on social media will take it up against the government. It's not only on social media. I personally have been writing to ministry, to non-governmental organizations concerning many cases of corruption, corrupt attitude in Cameroon. And we one day believing that God will answer.